Mm-hmm. Good morning. I think I figured out Steve's full name is Michael Steven Zimbarski. Right, Maribel? So anyway, Maribel swelters up and down she wasn't cheating on me, but if that's true, why would she marry the man she was living with about around the time she was fucking me too? Now, it's him she don't want to know was fucking me, or not me. No. She was fucking him too, right? Do you know what I mean? So, she's trying to show me but not tell me the same with him, right? Now, only one, though, can win the prize. See, that's why I recently showed her Patrick would have been conceived in September, not October, by the way, Patrick. And Steve isn't here that evening either. Nor was Scott, right? Because he was 3 months too late, right? But the point is to confuse Maribel by saying September or October, knowing, Steve took 2 months off with her and then was with her again in October, right? And by doing so, I got her pregnant at the end of September. Now, I lied to her and tricked her and said, you must have got pregnant by September or October, right? Though I knew the birth weight was 4.9 ounces, right? See, that takes it all the way back to September 25th when she conceived. And that's why I'm messaging her about being with Miles too, right? See, I'm confusing her as she's confusing me, right? Giving her false information and not following up on it till later on to show her she's wrong, right? Well, that's what I did with the guy at the dealership of the Kia place, right? Now, I told you Santander is not doing me and JM&A right? They're counting my $500 payment as a payment and not the requesting the full amount, right? Now, they're requesting $2,002. But the amount owed is 26 something as well, not that low, right? Now, I showed him the amount on this piece of paper that they've been saying I owed. Last month was, one of them was $1,700. Then they bumped it up to $2,201.67 the last time I checked, right? Before that, it was around $2,166. And it's going back and forth too, right? Now, with Gap, they will cover the deductible up to $1,000. Santander. That's why I asked for the money back anyway. See, they're trying to steal my deductible, right? And now they're trying to screw JM&A out of it too, right? Now, if you're being fair, the most they might deduct it is for 5 days. But that seems to be only $1.13 a day, right? Right. So that would mean they can only get like $5. Right? Now also, I'm itching in my legs. And I ain't been through any poison ivy. Right. Unless knocked out and dragged outside the house. See what I mean? Right. He keeps trying to knock me out or something and dragging me through poison ivy now or something, right? Can't tell you all the details because it develops amnesia with me and whatever he's doing, right? But he's obviously leaving me out in the woods and I'm walking back home somehow, right? Like a homing pigeon, right? And see, all I want him to admit is he's closer to me than I think, right? And that's why I'm saying Thomas is in on it, and he tells Thomas to shut off his cameras when he's about to do it too, right? They're so both convinced I'm a pedophile, right? That they're not even listening to the stories anymore or the made up story, right? Which Daphne said it never happened. He keeps trying to deny that, acting like his denial of that makes it not true, and acting like she would be more responsible than Shane, right? Well, in a way, yes, in a way, no, but it doesn't really matter if nothing happened. And there would be DNA evidence if it did. Any of the stories can be figured out. No. Except if I licked her one time, right? That's the only one you can't figure out. See what I mean? And that one I can make up, right? Either way. Because I said she put her vagina in my face at Daphne, right? Now, either way, if I'm laying on the couch and just went to sleep, and whether it was 5-10 minutes, whenever she sent her in there, possibly, if she did, or she wasn't coached to come in there to me, I don't know which one. I know. See, that's the thing about being ambiguous when you're not sure what exactly happened, right? All I'm doing is being ambiguous. I'm feeding them enough rope to hang themselves with, not me. And the Lord obviously knows what I'm saying, and but they're in denial of the whole truth, unlike me, who's telling it to you now. All right, they don't want to accept that John used the Greek word mastoles, which the Lord knows why they use that. John used that word. All right. They don't, but I suspect why, and I'm trying to tell you what I think about it and what the word means. Now, this here is the Septuagint. I showed you it before. And see, I'm the only one who cares about the whole truth right now. Not them. So I think Michael Stephen Sabarsky is involved with it because Mary Bell married him after she divorced Scott, not me. Which means she was fucking both of us the whole time, lying to me about that. All right. Oh, she wouldn't have married him. Well, I suspected that too. Right. Now that again is why one of my dreams of Mary Bell was seeing her in a white dress in a glass encasement like in Mrs. Robinson when Dustin Hoffman came to interrupt the marriage ceremony, right? Of his girlfriend who he cheated on with her mother. Right. Anyway. The whole point there is that, let's go around here. Unless they brought me a new one or something. Now, if you remember, you probably don't remember, but 40. This is just right. Oh, 40. Okay. Now I see where I'm at. Getting a little confused. Though I don't know why you don't know. Okay, now I see why. 49. There it is. Alright. This word here is their confusion. Right. In the Greek. It's Mastuous in there. Mastous. Now, there are two main words in the Greek for breast. One is mastos and one is stethos. Now, the Jews, when they wrote the Septuagint, though, they made different forms because of the Hebrew word for the same thing, female breast, right? Now, the word is mastuous, and it's and when they translated the Bible into Greek, they used different endings for the different words for female breast. In Genesis 49, 25, they use mastou for breast or pouch in the King James Version. Now, the thing is, they use different spellings of the word for female breast in the Hebrew Greek translation. They also totally omit it in Isaiah 60:16 and say riches of the Gentiles instead of the breast of kings you shall suck, right? Now that there should have been mastu, like Luke used, right? Mastoi, I know. And again, that's a single breast versus both breasts, which is mastos, right? And that's what I mean, right? Now, the thing is, though, they're denying the whole truth. I'm the only one telling the whole truth, and Mary Bell betrayed me with Michael Steven Sombarsky, and that's why I know she was doing the whole time, right? But she's worried I won, not Steve. Steve didn't want to get a DNA test, but I did, right? I figured that too, right? But who's lying still? Mary Bell to Steve, right? And Steve's just denying it, not wanting to get a DNA test, right? Because he's worried it's mine and not his, right? Because she was with me in September, right, dude? Right. She took off for another few hours again. And you called her again on the phone and she said she loved you, right? I know. I was there with her. Now, he caught me and her in July. I know. I came back for it, or August, I think, yeah. It was either July or August I was with her again, I know. Or both. July, August, and September, I was with her again, right? And again, the whole point is fidelity, that right, with her. Anyway, now when I was in Georgia, though, I met Michelle in September, right, through Little Roddy, my stepbrother, right. And then after that, right, I broke up with her in October, right. October, I was broken up with her, right. Well, again, she could have went to Steve one more time, and then either he broke it off with her or she broke it off with him, right? I don't know. And again, then she met Scott, had sex with him, did the test, and found out the same day she was pregnant, right? What it looks like to me there, too. Now, someone don't want me to care about Patrick, period, like we weren't together in September, and Mary Bell's probably lying to him about that, too, right? Like she's lying to me about being with Steve the whole time, right? Because if she married Steve, she obviously thought it could be his, and that does mean she was having sex with him. Too. Because why live with someone if you're not going to have sex with them too, right? Now, she was either hoping I'd get mad with her and break up with her without Steve confirming it, which I didn't know who was telling the truth there either, and he never confirmed it. And he was probably feeling the same way about it I did when I told him what I told him, right? Which was, if she was with you, I'll break up with her too, right? That's what I mean, right? Well, she must have finally broke up with him, I guess, in October. She was with him one more time, right? Probably around the first of the month, right? Well, that's why I was trying to get her to focus on the birth weight herself, right? And do the math, right? The math checks back to September 25th, right? Of the conception. Because you can't go by a normal conception if she kept having her periods afterwards anyway. So you got to go by the birth weight, which is 4 pounds, 9 ounces. Well, that's 32 to 36 weeks, right? Right. Like I showed you with the pregnancy book. Well, that's a 2-week window there, right? Normally, unless you can prove what weight he would have been at 34 to 36 weeks, right? Now, 34 weeks would put it September 25th, right? But 33 or 32 would put it with Steve, right? See, I'm not lying. She is. That's the whole point, too, right? She's the fraud in both mine and Steve's lives anyway, right? Because she was portraying both of us with each other and playing us off of each other, hoping, like the song Torn Between Two Lovers, one of us will break up with the other first. I know. But by then, she was so messed up in her own head, right? And like I said before, right? Lying herself, acting all perfect, acting all like she wasn't committing a sin either. And wasn't wrong herself, right? Well, that just means either he was telling you something similar to me, which, unless, you know, he either heard it through me, right, at the fall, and found her first somehow, right, and she somehow found me too. I don't know why. But again, started fucking both of us, right? That's what it looks like to me, about the same time. And like I said, I don't know all the details there, but it's very confusing. And she broke up with me from August to October, which she also had Patrick early, right? 2 children, a girl and a boy, right, Steve? I told her the same theory too, right? A girl first, then a boy, right? Now, I can't prove without a DNA test which child is whom, or if both child are mine or both child are his, right? Well, Steve lured her back by not requiring one when, my mom and my family would require one if she's living with another man and then having sex with me on the side, right? I was her side man. You know how some men have a side chick? Well, I was just her side man, right? Which I'm fine with that. Can't do nothing about it, and that's what I'm telling her, right? Now, she was calling me, though, her lover, and maybe him too, I don't know, right? But she married him, see what I mean, right? That shows, again, her own deceit, tricked her, right? Into marrying, again, the wrong man. Now, the reason she was in a glass case is I can't get to her, though she was in a white dress, a virgin, to me. But that's the point, too. She married Steve, right? Nothing I can do about that. And I'm not interfering in that. I'm just telling the whole truth, not the half-truth that she was telling me or Steve is telling me now. Now, someone is also threatening me and been threatening me the whole time on YouTube, trying to use my stepdaughter and ex-wife against me, right? But you notice he can't do that, right? Reason is, I told him before, you're not a witness to it. Only 3 people are, And only Daphne knows what I actually told her that night, right? Not you. Everything I told her wouldn't get anyone in trouble, right? Period. What I'm telling you will get everyone in trouble, right? That's why she's letting me handle it how I've been handling it and not really interfering, because there's nothing she can say, right? Period. But if I did something, there would be DNA evidence behind too. Like with Bill and Monica spilling his seed on her dress or garment. Right. Warned you about that, Bill. Didn't listen, did you? No. That's the whole point there too. If you don't leave proof of anything happening, nothing happened. It never happened. You just wanting it to happen, and I'm showing the sickness in your own mind towards children too. This is called the big reveal after all the bullshit, right? Like in Now You See Me. To reveal the magician's tricks. I'm playing the magician and they're playing the dumbasses not getting my joke or my act, right? So now I'm explaining it all to them, right? Mary Bell, Steve, and all that was involved. Daphne, everyone. It's called the big reveal, right? And like I told them, I'm not going to bring this up to anyone between now and the time you start attacking me on some website in the future, right? Something having to do with computers. But when you start doing it, you can't slack off either, because I'll keep coming back, right? Right? Meaning whatever he's doing to me, he's doing either from dusk till dawn, right? Or if in the daytime, I'm noticing things missing from my house, which the girl is taking from my house, and then he's having to return it, right? See what I mean? And that's the only thing that makes sense. Now, every morning, every day, I swivel on this chair and I look between my piano leg and the books. Why? Because I'm always looking for some information to show you what I've been through, right? Now, it's because he's denying the mass voice of Jesus. Now, so I'm explaining Cocoa Puffs and now he's calling himself Pumpkin Spice Killer replied. Well, I'm still here. How you doing, Pumpkin Spice Killer? changed his name, I guess. I guess I won't see that either. Well, I'm not dead. How you do it? Of course, he's going to deny what he did the night before. But why am I itching on my legs if I'm not? I put new sheets on my bed. I ain't been out the house, but to my car or to Kia. And that's the whole point there too, right? So that's the point to the fraud, and too, of the Santander and all that too, right? And now I'm gonna call J&M because it's 9 o'clock and that's about the time they open, and let them know what I think is happening, right? Y'all have a nice day. Bye bye.